and it's split in this town about whether or not he should be benched, whether or not Andy Reid will bench him for Nick Foles or Trent Edwards. You have experienced that here and in Washington. Could it help? One, if they do that, is Andy doing that and never coming back to Michael Vick?
Well, you can't go back to him. And the problem a lot of times is coaches are afraid to go back to him because if he goes out there and all of a sudden things start to click and go well, now that makes the coach look bad. And we all know coaches don't want to look bad. They'll make players look bad. But in the situation, say when I was benched in the Baltimore game, be careful what you wish for, trying to, ask for the backup,
right.
But, a lot of times it's a wake-up call for other players. Now, we weren't turning the ball over that much. In that Baltimore game, I think I threw 2 interceptions in that game. But we weren't turning the ball over. The rhythm may not have been as well as it should have been at that particular time leading up there. But we were 5-1, I believe, at that time. But it was on both sides of the ball in special teams. So when they benched me, it was a kind of wake-up call. All of a sudden, now we started to run off 5 or 6 straight or whatever it may be. We
won 4 out of your last 5 games.
And so I could see that happening here. Not that they bench Mike, and I don't think that's the answer at this particular time. He gives them the best chance of winning. Mike protects the football. You start to get the 3-step game, run the ball a little bit more, screen game. Now is your defense going to be able to hold teams to 17 points? Because if they do, we're going to see a much better football team.
You had started out 5-3 that year, and then there was the 0-2-1 stretch,
right.
And then that included Baltimore and the struggle. The benching seemed to spark you and the team.
I played pissed off. I played pissed off because I felt like I was the Juan Castillo of the football team. I felt like I got blamed for a lot of the problems that we were having. And, and you hear rumblings of maybe you'll see a little bit of Kevin Cobb and rumblings and things of that nature. And all of a sudden it happens and no one has an answer for you when you sit down and you talk to them. So I played pretty pissed off. And if I can send a message to Mike, play pissed off. Because, hey, everyone else will begin to understand and see.